Hi guys, it's me from Crafts, Names, and Things. So today we are going to do a black pen comparison, but a cheap black pen comparison. Now, if you're an art journalist or a mixed media artist, you know how important a black pen is, but they can be quite expensive and sometimes they don't work that well, okay? So I was curious if the cheaper black pens, if we could get any of them that would actually work, you know? Because if you spend $5 on a pen and it doesn't work, it's a little disappointing. Like, I tried the Signo one that everyone talks about and it totally did not work for me. I cannot get it to, it smudges, you know, like it doesn't work half the time. So, and it was not the white one. The white one's amazing, but it was the black one. So I wanted to see if there was a way that I could use cheap pens, like less than $2 basically, and see if they were waterproof, if they could write on paint and media or just paint, or if they could be brushed with media. So that's what I have here is these columns. Now, Cat Hand did a comparison too, so I got this idea from her, but I'm using cheaper pens, but I'll link her video below too, and she uses some really great pens, definitely. So you should definitely check out her video. And if you have a little bit more money, then for sure, she has a great review of black pens. So this one, the one that we're going to use first is this one. It's the Ultra Smooth, and it's the Crystal, okay? And these are just regular ballpoint pens. This package was $1.25 at Walmart, okay? So we're going to start here, and I'm just going to kind of write, yeah. So right here, I'll write just the name of the pen, so I know. Okay, and it's Bic, okay? So we're going to start with the paint. Let me bring it in closer here. Okay, so this is just paint. And you see that it does write on paint. Okay, so it does write on paint. Actually, pretty easily, okay? Now, this is paint and it's brushed with Deco Page or Mod Podge, okay? And it goes on very, very smooth. Actually, it goes on smoother with the Mod Podge. Now here we're going to do the Mod Podge. This is just paint, but I'm going to add Mod Podge on top and see if it runs, okay? So, and sometimes the trick with cheaper pens that I've noticed is just kind of letting it dry. And that's really with every pen, okay? So we're going to take it and I'm going to actually put some in here. A little container here. So that way I don't have to keep, okay, and we're going to brush it, and there's no movement. You can't really tell, but I can. There's no movement right now, okay, but we'll see at the end. So for sure you can use this one in art journaling, and if you can't afford it, a ballpoint pen, particularly the Bic Cristal, works really good, okay, so you can definitely use that one. Now this is Le Pen, and they sell these at Hobby Lobby. They come in with their artist, it's where their artist pens are, so like where your Sharpies are, where your Pip pens in, that kind of thing. It's $1.99. I was super excited when I found this. It's alcohol based and they say that it's permanent. This was literally $2. So let's try this one. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. And I'm going to write here, Le Pen. Okay, alrighty, and again we are going to make a scribble over the paint. Looks great. Over the paint and the Mod Podge, still awesome, works very well. And then let's add some paint, and let's just let that sit just for a second, because sometimes it's just that you have to let things sit and then they're fine, okay? And then this is a Sharpie, which Sharpies for me are hit and miss. This is an Ultra point liner, and I find that I have to scribble out a lot with the Sharpies. This is one that I've used before. It's not a new one, but over paint, yes. Over paint and Mod Podge, still good, but I can see that it's not as easy as it is on the paint, if that makes sense. And then this one is that we're going to brush with Mod Podge, and we'll do Sharpie for this one. Sharpie, okay. Ready? So let's brush both of those. So this is the Le Pen, it doesn't move, okay? And then this is the Sharpie, and it doesn't move either. So that means I can put water and things on top of these 3 pens and they don't move. And they're not expensive. Like I said, they're less than $2, okay? So let's go on to our next test. So we did those 3. Now I'm going to move on to pens that I got from the dollar store, okay? So this one doesn't really have a name, but I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? It says 2-pack gel pen, okay? And it's black ink, and it comes just like that, okay? So if it works, then you'll kind of know what it looks like, okay? But I'm going to put maybe gel pen, dollar store, and it comes with the little white thing, okay? So we'll do, hopefully I got that off, okay? So let's put gel pen. I'm going to put $1 so I know that it came from the dollar store. Okay, so let's see if it writes over paint. Ready? Very easily, it writes over paint. Now, paint with Mod Podge, I mean, not really. I mean, it's really trying, but it's not working. You know, it's not horrible. You could probably do it in a pinch, but definitely not the best. And it goes fine on paper, so it really is a Mod Podge. And then we're going to do the paint with a medium. As I said, I'm going to let it dry for a minute, because that's the thing, is you need to let things dry, okay? So we know for sure it does not work. You cannot like write on top of paint and media. Or in media, I mean like your gel medium, your decoupage glue, your Mod Podge. That's what I mean by media, okay? And then I got this one, which is the R2 rollers, okay? Alrighty. And these are 2 roller pens, and again, you get these at the dollar store, okay? And they come with 2, just so I can show you, okay? And let's see if it goes over paint. Paint very, very easily, okay? Paint and medium, actually it's not too bad. Now let's do the medium, okay? And we'll just let it dry just for a second, okay? And then these are just right, okay? And these are retractable. It's a hybrid ink pen, so I don't know what that means, but Advanced Hybrid Ink System delivers bold, smooth, clean lines with minimum pressure, smoothly writes, and it is retractable. Okay, that's what it says on the back. And it's called Just Right, okay? So we'll try that one. So I should put that's the R2 roller. R2 roller. And already I can tell this one is not going to work. Roller, okay? And this is not, I think it's supposed to be a cross between like a gel pen and like a ballpoint pen. Okay, so theoretically it should work, but so over paint, not too bad actually. I could use that. And it's very, it makes really fine lines, okay? And over the Mod Podge, nothing. It does not work at all. Okay, so let's try our mediums, okay? So let's go with the gel pen, and it doesn't move or smudge, okay? So you could definitely buy that one. You can't really write over the medium, but you can do the paint and you can brush it with medium, okay? And then for this one, this is the R2 roller, and that one, it looked like it's smudged, but then it doesn't look like it's smudged. I wonder. Okay, I'm going to actually do it. Try it on this one too. Okay, so it does smudge. It does smudge, but it leaves a little bit of ink behind, if that makes sense. It's very strange, but that one, probably not. And I think you probably mess up your art because you brush it all over. So RT roller does not work, but you can do it on paint. You can do it on top of paint and medium, okay? And then this one does not roll, but it's like a ballpoint pen, so that's not that surprising, okay? So those are our comparisons. I'm going to dry them off so we can go over them again. Okay guys, so this is what we have, okay? So we have the ballpoint Bic, alrighty, and that's the package that it comes in. I'm going to pull you back a little bit so you can see the packages. Okay, that's what it looks like. That's how it comes. It's the extra smooth, so that one's fine. Okay, there's no smudging or anything. Now the next one is the Le Pen that you can get from from Hobby Lobby. And this pen is really awesome. Actually, I'm falling in love with it. So that's the Le Pen. Okay. And you want to get the permanent one. And it says that it's specially designed for journaling. Okay. But we use ours for all sorts of stuff. And then this last one was the Sharpie, which you can get to work. But as I said, with the Sharpie, you have to, take it and scribble it out a lot. It's a lot of work, but it does work on all three mediums. Now, the other pens, not such great results, but I do have something to share with you. If you do want to use the dollar store pens, then what you can use is hairspray, or even better, an acrylic sealer. Deco Arts makes a really good one, and they have matte and they also have glossy. And what that does is it makes sure that it doesn't move, that your ink does not move. It like affixes it, kind of. Or you can use an affixative too. I'm sure that would work too. But it makes it so that things don't move underneath. It acts as a sealer. So you could, do your little bit of drawing or things that you're going to do on your piece, and then you could spray it with the acrylic silver instead of using it. Like I did that on this piece. I had used the Signal pen and I thought that it was waterproof, but then I started brushing it and it smudged on me. Like when I was outlining the houses, so I had to re-outline them. But so I just sprayed this whole piece. I just continued to work at the pen and I sprayed this whole piece, and nothing moves. And I even dropped a little bit of water on this the other day and it was fine with the spray. So you can invest if you want to use cheaper pens, and you don't want to spend that much on pens and you want to use dollar store pens, then just go get a spray adhesive and just spray your work after it's done or before you put another layer on top, just so that pen doesn't move. Okay, so that's my review. Hopefully you guys learned something. I will put the name of the pens with kind of my review of how well they work for mixed media in the description box. And where I found them too, just so you know. Yeah, and hopefully that helps someone. I mean, I'm always looking for cheap pens, and I found these. I mean, I don't mind paying $2 for the Le Pen. That would be the one that I would recommend. I do want to try the American Crafts one. I've heard good things about that, and maybe I'll try to buy another pack of Signos and see how that works if they're on sale. Okay, but hopefully that helps. And if you can't use the permanent pens, and I think that that's the main thing, is you want to look for a pen that says permanent, and that's kind of a gel pen. I think those work the best. An alcohol base maybe. Then definitely use the ballpoints, which are great. I mean, they work too, and they create good lines too. I mean, it's fine. You can create, what you need to create with Mod Podge and with just a plain ballpoint pen. That's fine. And if you're going to use the dollar store ones, just remember to use a spray adhesive. And if you want to see me demonstrate how to do that, just let me know, and I will definitely do that. And thank you, Cat Hand, for inspiring this video. I appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will see you later. And happy crafting and creating. And hopefully you learned that you don't need to have lots of money in order to have, you know, good supplies that will work for what you're trying to do. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share this video if you know someone that had a question about a pin. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.